From the beach to the desert, two of the hottest men you know from ABC's Bachelor in Paradise and The Bachelorette, specifically JoJo's season, have made their way here to Las Vegas. Joining us now to keep our summer hot and sexy is Vinny Ventieri and Daniel McGuire. Hey guys, welcome.
How are you?
Thanks for having us.
Great to have you.
Thank you for having us.
Bachelor in Paradise. It didn't go so well the first time, but you're back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He had a good time. I had a good time watching him cry, so.
Oh my gosh. You didn't cry, did you?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
I cried 3 times on TV.
Yeah. Come on.
He's a sensitive guy.
I'm sensitive. My mom told me it's a right to cry.
I like sensitive
Real men
guys.
cry.
That's right. Real men also wear pink shirts, which you're wearing.
Double
which I
whammy
like.
right
I
here
like.
in Vegas.
Salmon.
That's right. Tell me a little bit about the experience, though.
You know, it's probably one of the best things I've ever did in my life, you know, besides, you know, being on a television show and people, you know, loving to recognize you. And I met such great friends out of the experience. And you learn a lot about yourself because you're cut off from the outside world. You have no phones, you know. It's hard for people nowadays to just kind of sit still. You know, as millennials, it's hard to just have no phone and no radio, no TV. So your conversations are meaningful because that's all you have to do is just talk and hang out.
It's like being at camp.
It's like being a
It's like
human.
being in prison.
You know,
like being in prison.
Like being
or
like being in prison.
However you look at it.
Prison, though, you can sneak in cell phones sometimes. So.
Yeah.
That's so, honestly, I've talked to a lot of people on reality shows. I've never heard it described in those terms.
Yeah.
But it makes sense if you're cut off from your phone, because when else these days do you experience
I tell
that?
people that, like, in real life, where not in the reality dating show, you know, you might see the person once or twice a week for maybe a couple of hours at a time.
Yeah.
But then you have your cell phone around, you got music, TV, distractions. And so that couple of hours is actually maybe 45 minutes or whatever. But when we're on Paradise, we're filming for 15, 20 hours. There's no distractions whatsoever. So you get to know the person really quick.
Absolutely. I remember experiences like that, you know, for sure. Where you bond,
Yeah,
right? Tell me about this season. What was the experience like for you, Daniel, on the show?
Well, I mean,
Well, we don't know if he's there yet,
don't
but
know
I
if
am.
I'm-
I will be there.
I'm just here. I'm here to support Vinny.
Okay.
I will be there this season 4 of Paradise. You know, there was obviously a halt in production between some accusations between Corinne and DeMario, but that, you know, is no longer relevant. And you know, it will be addressed on the air what happened, and we turn that negative situation into a positive situation moving forward. And you know, and I think it's great, you know, the way ABC handled it, and they're going to use, you know, the pedestal of being on a network to, you know, bring that real life situation to the front. And you know, I feel like people can relate to it because that is a situation that does happen in the real world. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, it air and how they handle it, but they did handle it a great way. And
Yeah, I agree with that.
there's going to be a lot of people watching.
And there's going to be a lot more people watching now that, you know, we had a negative situation. Now it's turned into a positive for the network because a lot of people are going to be watching it because they want to figure out what's going on and what's happened.
Yeah, and who all the players were in the situation. Okay, so you can't tell us about this season, but you can tell us maybe a little bit about your love life, perhaps?
Course. Yeah, I mean,
Come on.
of course, yeah. So, I mean, now that I've been on 4 or 5 TV shows in the last year, you know, most of them are dating. You know, there are some girls here and there, and you're just trying to figure out which one's going to work, which ones aren't. You know, me and Vinny we're quite busy. You know, we're just in New York for 7 days. You know, we're now in Vegas. We're going to be in LA in a week or so. So it's really hard, though, for us to sometimes, you know, be in a relationship because we're always gone, you know. And so we want to be, but it's just hard. The girl doesn't want to because she feels like, you know, she's not going to see us as much as she would like to, or are we going to be faithful, you know? So
I hear you, man. Sounds like a struggle.
And then Vinny, you know, Vinny's doing DJing events, and you know, girls are throwing themselves at them.
I get you. No, when you're traveling a lot. Let's talk about $1 Million Matchmaker.
Yeah, we're going to be on the season premiere this season with Patty Stanger. It was a bit of a roller coaster ride. Yeah, there you go. A little bit of a roller coaster for Daniel. He got labeled as the narcissist, and
well, I mean, you know, someone's gonna be the bad guy once in a while, right?
I mean, it was the yin and yang episode. I kind of took the nice guy, cliff diver, you know, mama's boy, which I don't mind.
You know, again, it's one of those things that they either gotta create a problem if there's nothing there.
Right, on a reality show.
Yeah,
we know that.
Or create a small problem and make it a big one. And I don't really mind. It's funny, after spending the last week doing Media and Press with Patty, she now loves me, and she says, you know, I should maybe be on her show as like her sidekick or kind of a host with her. And that now she thinks that I was right of one of the things I said.
Right.
And I was like, oh, thanks, appreciate it. Now, you know, now tell the whole world that.
I think you guys butted heads so much because you guys were so alike.
I think, and I agree.
And I think she was subconsciously trying to fix herself while she was fixing.
I
you.
agree with that, and I think at the same time I was like, I'm not going to back down from this. You know, I'm kind of person.
sure.
And I like to play up on TV as well, as you saw in Paradise. I do play it up.
I'm so sorry to cut you off. We've run out of time, but we do appreciate the insight on what's actually going on behind the scenes. Thank you guys both so much. Catch Vinny and Daniel both on Bachelor in Paradise tonight, 8 p.m. right here on Channel 13. That's a 2-night premiere. What's going to happen? Head to abc.com for the latest in Paradise.